What's up, I Like Scary? We are back. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I'm having an amazing day. It feels great to be a horror fan. So you guys, today we're going to talk about some Halloween and speculations and theories. Yes, you guys, it is almost here. Happy Halloween ends week. We're literally days away from this film. I'm excited. But something I want to talk about is it's crazy. Now, we know that Laurie and Michael are potentially having a final battle, right? And I thought about this. Now, I've been thinking about this. What if Allyson and Corey have a battle too? Because it's like, you know, you got two females, two guys. I'm not saying it like that, but, you know, what if they have a final battle like almost along the lines where Allyson, you didn't believe Laurie. Now you have to take out Corey. Because you were like Team Corey and trying to root for him the whole time. He's not who you think he is. Now, I can see it almost being like, she's doing it because she's like, you're fucking with my family and everything. You gotta go now. And maybe it's almost like it's going to be one of those emotional type battles because if they're dating or whatever, I think that is really going to be deep if they have to go at it and she has to kill him. And especially if they got real close, like, you know. But I really do think that could possibly be a thing because if you look at it in Christine, because especially if Corey is like really, like, you know, obsessed with Michael to the point he's sticking to the script. He doesn't give a fuck about anyone. And, you know, he tries to kill Allyson. Hell yeah, you know, Allison's going to defend herself. And is going to tell Allyson that her grandmother was right. The boogeyman was real. I think that it can be something like that. Like, yes, Laurie and Michael, or, you know, they hash it out and they battle and, you know, what happens, happens. But what if Allyson has to take out Corey? It would be fucking insane. Like, just to see that, especially if we get invested in them in this film. But maybe it's something where, like, it's one of those reveals that he gets caught up in a situation where he's lying, but Laurie reveals a fact that shows Allyson he's telling the truth. I mean, she's telling the truth. And, you know, he looks at Allyson and you know, he's like, you know, because if he's in a costume of Michael, he's going to, you know, if he's in a costume of Michael, he's going to have to stick to that. You know, so maybe he, like, looks at her. And she's like, Corey, and he's trying to kill her. Maybe, you know, they're going back and forth. He can choke her out or something. And she kills him. I can just see that. And they're having like this little battle that's similar to, you know, Laurie and Michael. It's kind of like mirroring it because you got Corey that's trying to beat a shape. Then you got Laurie. And then you got Allyson, who you see so much of her grandmother and her these past films. So you see what I'm saying? I can see that happening where they kind of give us two battles type of thing. And, you know, Allyson has to take out Corey. Because if you think about it, it will be more crazier to see Allyson kill Corey. But it's also crazy because I would see, you know, Corey and Laurie having a battle too. Because, like I said, I think they're going to have like a little, like a bond on the sideline where they're going back and forth and everything. And I really just think that's crazy. I think that's very crazy to know that, they actually had a bond before all this falling out. So it's going to make, when it happens, it's going to make it real emotional and it's going to hit different, in my opinion. You know, it's going to hit different. Like I told you in previous videos, what if Laurie kind of, you know, is helping Corey in a way by giving him something to protect himself because, you know, he's getting bullied and everything. And to be honest, what would be crazy is what if Corey's actually working with Laurie too in the beginning, like on some, you know, he just like working with her to like just, you know, help her out, vent to her in the beginning, talk to her, and he kind of switches on her, you know, and she helps him by giving him that pocket knife. Maybe that's their little secret. Laurie gives him that and it's like, protect yourself, just feeling sorry for him. So, you know, he gets that, you know, that pocket knife, and maybe that's his first kill, like I told you guys. I think that would be crazy. So something else I want to touch on, you guys, is Loomis being the one to kind of help Laurie kill Michael. Because we see in the trailer, I've been thinking about this, Laurie says, we now know how to kill Michael Myers. Now, I really want to say that Corey's going to be the one to reveal the weakness because he's around him a lot. And, you know, he's going to see Michael at his weakest stage and he's able to tell her, which is strongly a great possibility. But I also want to say this. Guys, that when you think about it, Loomis says in 2018 how to kill Michael. He lays out the blueprint. He says, make sure no vital organs are not working, you know, incinerate the body. And just basically make sure nothing's working on Michael and just take away the vessel. And I think that could possibly be crazy to see that. Like, what if she somehow plays that foul back? Or, you know, because it's obviously playing in 2018. What if somehow she gets a hold of that foul or something? Or, you know, we get some type of scene where they're showing us how Laurie heard it. And it's from, like, the voice of Loomis somehow, like, on a tape or something. I don't know. But I think it's real crazy how they kind of just plugged that in 2018. And it was real blunt and bold. And he's like, it needs to die. It needs to die. And it's like, you know how obsessed Loomis was with taking out the boogeyman. You know he was the one saying, you know, basically, why lock him up? He needs to die. You got to kill him. When you guys don't keep him locked up, he needs to die. Kill him. And Loomis was very obsessed with killing Michael Myers. And I think that would be kind of, in a way, giving Loomis his flowers. If you kind of can incorporate that somehow, some way. Now, I don't know if this is going to happen. I think it would be a cool way to kind of incorporate Loomis, you know. But I can see that happening because, think about it. This is beginning and end. He helped Laurie in 78. He came in up them stairs and shot Michael 6 times off the balcony temporarily because, you know, Michael got up and got the fuck out of there. But it can be something like that. Like, oh, we're going to do the same type of thing in the end, but we're going to let it be done in spirit. Like, Loomis is going to help Laurie in spirit. But like I said, that will give me the chills knowing that after all these years, countless people didn't listen to Donald Pleasence. Countless people blew him off. Countless people didn't, you know, weren't interested in what he was talking about. Every time he had those moments, they just blew him off. And to know that he stood tall after 40 years and still had the opportunity to at least have his hand in the works of killing the boogeyman is going to be mind-blowing. I can just see that happening. Maybe they play it again, you know, it needs to die while they're killing him or something, you know. And I think it's just so weird how all these movies, Laurie finally says, we know how to kill Michael confidently. I think that it's either Corey finding out the weakness and just revealing it by accident or just saying it, or I think that it can possibly be the Loomis voiceover in 2018. It's so weird that that was sticking out to me like that. And it's like he's literally laying a blueprint out for you. You know, especially if Laurie's writing her memoirs and she's thinking about Loomis. Yes, that can be a high possibility. You got to think about it. If she's writing her memoirs thinking about Loomis, he's going to come up a lot in her memory. He's going to come up a lot in her thoughts. And maybe she goes and, you know, somehow, so I can see David Gordon Green doing it because he's a student of Halloween, and he kind of incorporates Loomis and his legacy in it, and Laurie's the one to kind of bring it up, you know, like, damn, just thinking about 78, not how he helped her, and, you know, he's probably, you know, she's talking to him, and she's probably thinking, like, he helped me in 78, or something. She just kind of, some light bulb comes on where she figures out Loomis is the one to help even though he's not here present, type of thing. And you know, I even touched on the fact, and I'm going to do it in another previous video, on how we can all be satisfied with a death, like from Michael and everything. We can all walk out satisfied, and I think that can be a possibility the way this will end. So I'm gonna touch on that in another video though, you guys. But comment down below what you guys think. Do you guys think the man himself, Dr. Loomis, could be the one helping, you know, Laurie to take out the boogeyman for the final time, and he's not even here? Or do you guys even think that Allyson and Corey's going to have a final battle similar to Laurie and Michael's, like a mirror, you know, a mirroring subject where it's like literally like Laurie, Allyson, Michael, Corey type of thing, both battling evil? Do you guys think that's possible? Do you guys even think you would want to see that? But unfortunately, this is the end of the video. Don't forget to hit me on my social media. Allyson on Instagram, Allyson77 on TikTok, Brandon on Facebook, and Allyson on Twitter. And don't forget, you guys, to become a member of the Patreon. And right there where it says subscribe, next to it, click join. And yeah, you guys, watch some horror movies. Stay scary out there. I love you all. Peace.